All right, guys, week number 1 of reading the entire Fantastic Four, every single issue up until maybe I decide to quit after the end of Volume 1 if it starts to kind of suck. Week 1 is over. It is done. Let's talk a little bit about how it's been. As you know, and I've said it in every video, and I will continue to say it because I feel like it is a badge of honor. I've read every Spider-Man comic ever within the Amazing Spider-Man title, and it has been about 8 months since I've read some Silver Age comic books. So I've been posting some little reels here or there on the channel and, of course, on Instagram with some other comments. And I'm telling you what, I have missed Silver Age comic books. There is a love in Silver Age comic books that you just don't get. I really feel like in modern comic books, at least with, from Marvel, DC, I feel like there's just something really missing. In Silver Age comics, they bring it back to you. They're a little bit difficult to read. Some of the language is a little bit different. But what I will tell you guys is it may take a little bit of time, but it is such a fantastic read. I mean, it really is. And yeah, I know it takes longer to read the issues and a little bit of time to get adjusted to the art style and whatnot. But man, I love it. A Silver Age comic book. And Justin made the comment that he hates them. And I'm like, oh no, you're gonna start to love them. But it brings in so much value so quickly. And like I think they're right around 23, 26 pages, something like that, give or take. It started off early on, Fantastic Four 1 through, right now we're on 21. Early on they would have 4 or 5 parts. Most times it was just 4 parts to a story. And then they would have an entire mag-length story at times. But I love it because it was really doing a great job of setting it up. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Character development was done really fast, but really great. And the artwork has been really good. Jack Kirby, of course, is King Kirby. He is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong there. But Ditko, I felt like he was more creative within Spider-Man. I feel like some of the things, the dynamic poses and stuff like that, and some of the creative things that he did with Spider-Man has been a lot more creative than maybe with Kirby. Now, later on in the issues, I'm starting to see him do some pretty creative things with like Mr. Fantastic, which has been pretty cool. But all in all, super fun, okay? Is it as good as Spider-Man early on? Right now, I will say no. And maybe that's just some bias. But again, keep in mind, I went into Spider-Man not being a fan, going into Fantastic Four not really being a fan. I am just enjoying the heck out of it. It's been kind of funny to me to see how kind of crazy some of the stories are and how goofy they are. Like Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's big first appearance was literally a story about going back in time and stealing Blackbeard's treasure. And it turns out the thing is actually Blackbeard. And it's this whole hilarious thing. And I love that kind of stuff. It's cheesy. It's corny. It's well written. And the artwork does a really good job telling the story. Okay. So far we've seen the Watcher, which has been pretty interesting to see. I'm excited to get more into the cosmic themes, the Watchers. And of course you have some of the other characters like the Skrulls, which weren't really ever interesting to me. I know we got a little bit of it in the Marvel Universe, but I never really found them interesting. And right now they're pretty interesting in the comic book so far. The Watcher, again, has been very interesting. I think my favorite villain so far has to be, and you guys know, I mean, this character goes hand in hand with the Fantastic Four. So it's not going to be a guess. The best villain in Fantastic Four is without a doubt Submariner, actually. There you go. Something I didn't realize I was going to appreciate and realize that Submariner has gone so hand in hand with Fantastic Four early on. And it's been quite impressive, if I'm being honest with you, how much fun and enjoyment I've had reading the Submariner. I would say Submariner, Doctor Doom, and then we just read Molecule Man. I thought that was actually pretty interesting. So we'll see how it continues to progress. Submariner is absolutely savage, okay? He wants to destroy, kill, murder everyone, including the Fantastic Four, except for Sue Storm, which I didn't know Sue Storm and Submariner kind of had a thing going on. New stuff we're learning. And to be honest with you guys, I did not realize Johnny Storm and Sue Storm, and I'm saying it out loud, and I know now it makes sense. I didn't realize they were brother and sister. I just, for whatever reason in my head, never clicked until I started reading the books. I will tell you the personalities of Reed and The Thing and Johnny and Sue, they're all like exactly what I expected, right? So that's been really cool. I've just overall had a dang good time. So we're 21 issues into it. We'll read another 21 issues this coming up week. Actually, today on the 8th, I'm recording it, so I'll read 22 through 25 tonight. So overall, experience has been great. I love it. It's bringing back some nostalgia from just a short 8 months ago when I started Spider-Man. So I hope it continues. Again, guys, read along with us. I really think this is going to be something really fun. You know, if we can do this, read 2 massive storylines every year, that's kind of the big goal. And you know, we haven't committed to reading past Volume 1 yet because, well, Spider-Man dropped off so hard, it really was not a worthwhile time dedicating it to read, you know, honestly past the mid-90s. So I'm not sure if I want to commit the time to the Fantastic Four. I've had a few comments telling me, hey, read this or read that, and I will likely do that. But anyways, guys, you're the best part of Two Brothers Comics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it out. And as always, collect your way.